and Ron. Garage Cleaning Talk live every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pac time. We're here sporting some F9. We have not given one of those away, John. You know what, man? You know what? I think we should just give one of these away. I mean, there's just no doubt we should do that.
You know, if that's what you want to do, Ron. I mean, Ron gives away everything.
Why don't we give one of these away today night? I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this.
What a book this is, too.
Before the end of the night, we're gonna do this. We're gonna let Trudi pick the winner of the book. We're gonna let Trudi pick the winner. But here's what they got to do, Trudi. They got to share the video tonight. So we're gonna tell them at the end of the video, you're just gonna pick one guy, your favorite guy. And then everybody's going, why are they talking to Trudi? Because Trudi can hear us, guys.
Trudi
he's in the green room. Wait. Oh,
hey, this doesn't look right. Trudy's down here. Wait a minute.
He's right there.
Ron, look.
Hey, don't tell Shay.
Where's Trudi?
No, she's over. No, wait.
Actually, Trudy's up here somewhere. She's above me.
Down,
she ain't down here.
Below you, John, not me. She's over this direction for me.
Yeah, I know. If people see like that, like, John, that's sexist. No. let's get off that stuff. She's probably up here or over here.
Anyways, it's Trudy's going to be able to pick the winner. The only thing that Trudy's got to pick is somebody that shares this thing. So, guys, if you are watching this right now, just share this, and you've got a chance that Trudy's going to do it. And you know what? Ask her a question. Tell her you shared it right on the feed, and be real nice to her because she's just going to pick it. I don't know if she's going to draw it out of a hat or if she's just going to pick somebody she likes, but she's got an opportunity to give this thing. What is it, $150, Trudy? Is this $200? How much is
That's $200.
It's $200. She's giving one of these away, but you've got to share the feed, guys. Hey, guys, Craig Harrison wanted me to mention this guy, so I'm going to mention this to you guys tonight. He finalized the schedule, and I'm not going to go over the whole thing, man. It's a ridiculous schedule. It is absolutely ridiculous. And the reality of it is, John, is, you know, you're coming out here. It's a free event on the 13th and 14th, sponsored by F9. That's why we're pumping Craig up here. It's because he's putting this event on. Guys, these events, one thing are these events free, John, by any means?
Nothing's free in life when you think about it. But, you know, you're not paying to go to Craig's class. You pay a little for travel and whatnot, but what you gain in knowledge it's priceless.
What do you think the class is worth for 2 days? What do you think it is? I mean, what's the price tag on a 2-day class?
Craig, you know what?
$1,800?
Oh God, something like him. You know, I would say probably at least $2,000 because you look. We use his rust removal stuff, and my guys will go out and do a half-an-hour job, get like $700. I don't know how to do that. You know, Craig told me years ago because we were using muriatic a lot, which is dangerous. Hydrofluorics will eat your inside out. And Craig told me about that a long time ago. And we tried it. Like, wow, this stuff really works. What he teaches at these events of his, and I've seen him in Nashville and whatnot, it's $2,000 easily. I'm not kidding you because you get 1 or 2 jobs. Boom, you got it back. And then you got everything else the rest of your life.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Look. Share the feed tonight. Share it anywhere. Share it with your grandma. Just share it, okay? If you share it in a place tonight, Trudi is here watching. She's in the green room. We're going to bring her on in a minute. She's our special guest tonight. Panhandle Power Wash, guys. They opened a distributorship here, you know, within the last year. They're brand new in the distributor business. She's been washing, though. I mean, if everybody's seen Trudi out there, She's
great.
There's no BS. She gets out there in the trenches daily and washes, guys. And she's out there using, as a matter of fact, she used the F9 products. What was it? Just like last week, she put a post up where she used some F9 to clean some sort of, I think some kind of granite deck or something like that.
Hey, Ron, before you introduce her, let me just plug something real fast. I can't show this whole document. I can't show the whole thing. Steel Eagle is one of my favorite vendors or distributors, if you will, and they gave me a great discount to give the guy. I can't show it because there's a code on here. So guys coming to my class, This is the 10th or 11th or 12th discount you're going to get. And literally with this, you can save thousands what he's offering. And also, I see Ron's doing this. I always carry my closer hat. Ron, you're supposed to be coming out with closer shirts, when I understand. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. They were supposed to be here today. I was hoping they were going to be here. I'd be wearing it. Look at this, man. I got into my F9 shirt. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you know what? When I go to Phoenix,
50 pounds, and I can get into my F9 shirt.
Yeah, you're going like this with your weight and everything else, and I'm going straight up. I had to borrow your old shirts.
You can take them home with you. I got a bunch of them, man. I got a bunch. All right, guys. Hey, share the feed with somebody, guys, and that's it. You got an opportunity. We're going to remind you all night long. We're going to remind you guys. You're going to win a $200 cookbook. Share the feed. Trudy's going to pick it. You guys are not sweet talking her very well right over here on the side here, guys. The chat is open. Ask her some questions, man, and tell her, hey, man, I want to win. Who knows? Maybe she'll give it to you. It's her choice. But I will tell you this: I'm going to give away F9, there it is. And there's Agua Fleet Solutions, Mike Woolley up there in Canada. We got a couple of Canadians. We're going to give a hat away to one Canadian tonight that's online. Whoever the first Canadian is that shares it can win one of these. And then, Trudi, you got another tough job. Look, and it's just pick them, Trudi. Pick them. Pick somebody right
now. Ron, I'm going to give away a couple of these.
Right when I bring you in, Trudi, I want you to tell me who the first winner of a closer hat is. Who's the first winner? Go ahead and let's bring her right in, man.
And Trudi can give away one of my Atlanta hats too if she wants.
Hello, Trudi.
Hey, Trudi.
Hey.
Where's your hat, Trudi? Where in the heck is your hat? Who's the first closer? Who won a closer hat? Pick somebody randomly. Just pick them.
Jack Garrett.
Jack Garrett, you want a closer hat.
You see, Jack Garrett said the right thing. He said Trudi is awesome. See how smart he is?
Message me, Jack. Message me. Send me a message.
Cool.
So, Trudi, tell us. Give us the skinny. What's going on? How did you start in this industry? Let's hear it.
I'm tired. No. So, I met Shane back in 2007. I was a store manager of a retail store. He was working in the flooring department of another store, and the housing market went horrible. So living where we live in the tourist industry, I got fired. My assistant manager got hired because they could pay him less money. Shane wasn't selling any flooring. So we started pressure washing and doing internal cleaning. So Monday through Friday, we'd be doing pressure washing, and the weekend would be cleaning. And we built up both businesses, and we've been doing that over 15 years.
Wow.
And we're still doing that. And then we decided, because there's no store for any local pressure washers to come to in our area. They're 7 hours away either way.
Wow.
We decided to open a warehouse so we could supply them as well as ourselves.
That's amazing.
Dream
do it all. Trudi does it all. They do it all.
You have 74 people online, Trudi. You must be
She's a rock star,
man. You
my
are
goodness.
popular, girl.
Yeah. Yep, she's popular. She does it all, Ron.
As far as I can see, though, only one guy has shared this feed to win a $200 book. One guy. Thanks, Tim Myers, for sharing it, man. Tim, we appreciate you. He might be you might not have to make any decisions, Trudi.
Easy. We like easy. Kids, keep it simple, stupid. Stupid, simple. That sounds terrible, but that's the way I run my life. Keep it stupid and simple, or simple and stupid. I don't know. Kiss. Make it easy. Make it easy.
Simple.
Simple. I like simple.
Hey, Trudi, you got your gal Peggy. She wanted me. She's a great graphic design person.
She's amazing.
I know she wants me to send her this link, but I don't even know how. I'm not sure I can do it. I have to text it to her because I don't even know if she's on Facebook.
I can do
Everybody's on Facebook.
I know. Let me do it right now.
She wants to watch it right now. She's like, I want to watch it right now.
All right. She's amazing.
Ron, how many people are watching the show now?
There was 74. There's 53. We lost a couple.
That's all right. We're going to have 5,000 views by tomorrow morning.
Oh,
You know that, right?
absolutely. We're going to have 5,000 views
That's
because
because Trudy's here.
everybody
Trudy.
wants to see Trudi, and everybody here is going to share this thing out because they got a chance to win one of these books tonight. She's giving it away. So far, the only guy that shared the thing was Tim. That's it. One share.
It's crazy.
One share. Guys, Jerry McMillan won't be with us tonight. He couldn't get on, but we'll try to have Jerry on again at a later date. Right, John?
Yeah, we'll get him on. Everybody's coming on our show. Everybody's coming.
Everybody wants to.
Everybody's coming.
I do want to say, though, everybody in the Gulf Coast, I want you to be safe. Zeta is coming in and almost a 3 right now.
Wow.
Just hit Louisiana, so everybody out there, be safe in the Gulf Coast. We're getting a little windy. We haven't got any rain yet, but
We gotta tell everybody to be safe, not just the Democratic states.
Well, Florida's really a Republican state, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
It is not a Trump
That
hat,
was
by the way. It's my company hat.
It was a funny.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, Trudy, how far are you from Fort Myers? Far.
I think it's like several hours. Yeah, we're lower Alabama. We're not
I
even.
was going to say, yeah.
Because the further north you go in Florida, the more redneck you get.
Right.
Have you heard that?
Yes, I heard that. Matter of fact, last year, I heard that. Where I am is almost all New Yorkers, actually.
Yeah.
We're transplant New Yorkers. But when I was down by you last year, I was right. Do you remember around last, you get so many hurricanes. There was a hurricane coming into your area last July, I think it was, or June. I bought my sweeper in Alabama. And I didn't realize that they were going to have massive floods. My father was like, do you know you're driving into a hurricane zone? I got in there. I got the sweeper. I drove one day. I went from my house to Alabama. That's crazy. I got the sweeper. I turned around, and then a hurricane came in. And I was like, Jesus Christ. But everybody seemed to be okay. It was a lot of rain. They got like 2 feet of rain or something. I don't know.
That's all we get. So it depends on what side of the hurricane you're at. So luckily, we've been just rain and flooding. But my dogs love it. They're bird dogs, so they go in there and think our front yard's their own private lake. So then I have to clean the house like 4 times a day.
Where do you go hunting in Florida?
We don't go hunting. We just,
You just have a couple bird dogs, but you don't use them?
We have 2 bird dogs, and they love ratting. I've got a chicken coop, and they don't touch
rabbit dogs.
No, rats.
Oh, rat.
Yeah, I've got a chicken coop, and they won't touch the chickens, but they'll demolish a rat every time.
Oh, my goodness.
What
Oh, my
about
God.
alligators? Any alligators down there?
No, not well. I mean, there are up the creek.
Did you ever eat an alligator?
I have. I love
Everybody
gator tail.
too. It's good.
alligator.
I love gator tail.
I
Tastes
love
like
gator.
chicken.
Who wouldn't
Tastes like chicken.
who wouldn't eat alligator?
Oh God! Hey, you ever have turtles? You ever have turtle soup?
I have not had turtle soup.
You know where I had that? You really can't get that in America. I was down in Mexico. My wife and I were at Playa del Carmen in Mexico a few years back, and they were like, "You want turtle soup?" You know, people are going to shoot me here because I'm so politically incorrect. I'm like, "Turtle soup? What does that taste like?" Ooh, that was good.
Was it?
I see
it was really good.
groundskeeper right behind you, Trudy, right behind your head.
I do.
Groundskeeper, and then
I do.
Oh, there it is.
F9 loaded it up.
double eagle right there.
Got them all.
So
I did.
You're coming out to this event. We're going to be doing this event on the 13th and 14th. Are you speaking at the event?
No, I hope not,
Why not?
because I am terrified in front of people.
Well, you should be speaking at the event. I mean,
So
you
Terrified
got
of people.
you got to do some speaking at the event.
It would take a lot of vodka. A
Well,
lot of vodka.
fortunately for you, the bar is only like maybe 25 feet from the door where
Can
the
I
room
speak
is.
from the bar?
You can speak in the bar. You're going to raise it. We're going to stand up on the bar.
Hey, Ron, you know what I'm going to do in my Phoenix class? As I go along, they're like, "Oh, look, Trudy's here. Trudy, come on up. Come on up, Trudy. Come on up."
Oh,
You know, I
no.
tried that with my wife. My wife sat in back. I think we were in Atlanta or something. My wife in the back room, in the back of the thing going,
That
"Yeah,
would be
come
me.
on up." She would come up.
I'll be wearing a mask and a hat. You won't even know it's me. Glasses.
Well, once you're on stage, Ron says you got to wear the mask walking into the building, and I got 100 custom masks being made by Christy White. We got to do the same thing here. Once you're situated, social distance, you can take it all off. But when you're on stage, you can whoop. You don't have to wear the thing on stage.
No, I'm saying I want to, so you don't recognize me.
Yeah, Trudy's. You know what? I see people like Trudy. They're supposed to cover the mouth and stuff, and she's going to put it like this.
We have somebody else on. Who is this?
We did it. Look at this. We got Jerry McMillan. We're doing the sound check, the whole 9 yards right here. Obviously, he can hear us because he's smiling from ear to ear every time he cracks a joke in the green room. So I knew he could hear us. Now here's the real test. Can we hear Jerry?
Yes.
Let's see.
Yay.
How about that?
Tell us who you are, Jerry, so everybody knows who the heck you are.
I'm Jerry McMillan, owner of PressureWasher.net, manufacturer of Sirocco Performance Vacuums and Bulldog Pro Pressure Washers for 35 years.
Wow. Wait, Ron, between you, me, and Jerry, we got 100 years.
Yeah.
I got 25, Ron got 35. That's 60, 35 years, and Trudy's got like 15.
15, yeah.
Appreciate that, letting us know how old we are.
Well, we started at 4 years old. We're okay.
We're going to call this the dinosaur talk at 5.
Yeah. Hey, if the shoe fits, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm just happy I'm the baby.
Yeah, you are the baby. I'll tell you, 1974 was a great year.
In here, I mean, you are definitely the best looking one here. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's here because of Trudy Blue Eyes. Hey, Jerry, you remember the song Judy Blue Eyes?
Yeah, right.
That was big in the 60s. When Trudy's name, I told my wife, say, you know what? You look up the song Judy Blue Eyes. Trudi Blue Eyes. Everybody's here. We got about 100 people. We're going to have 5,000 views by tomorrow. Not because of me and Ron. And maybe Jerry brings it up some, but it's Trudy's here.
I might, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yep. It's all good. It's all good.
So back to food.
Who here can't wait for 2021?
Me. I am so over this year.
Me too. So over this crap.
Ridiculous.
Right. Everything may change by November 4th. Just saying.
Right.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. I can't even do anything. I've had to replan vacations like 12 times for 8 people. It's disgusting.
I know. It's terrible.
It's all been a big test of endurance and composure, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's horrible is all these people dying of COVID. All these people that are quarantined are making more babies. So we're going to have a big population boost.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
And be like more babies coming out than people passed away.
I wear my mask when I have to. I'm in New York. I'm 40 minutes from the epicenter where everybody was dying back in April. So I wear my, I'm not going to argue. I got to go in the store, the restaurant, and wear my mask. I wear it, right? I saw a report the other day. This is scary. 85% of the people now coming down with COVID are mask wearers. What that's telling you, it's in the air. It's in the air. Yeah. And who knows? They need to come up with a vaccine. But I think 2021 is it's got to be. I'm a positive person. I think it's going to be much better than 2020. They're getting closer to getting a vaccine. That's critical.
Right.
But let's talk about power washing.
Well, that's a novel idea.
Is Jerry going to be in Phoenix?
Jerry is speaking in Phoenix. I think you should tell us what you're going to be doing there, Jerry.
And what time? What time?
Well, we're going to be teaching the environmental class 2.0 and mixing it up with environmental health and safety, and we're doing some demos.
What time is this class, Ron?
That is 12:45 on the first day.
I can make that. I don't get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Just saying.
I got up early one event and I won a diaphragm pump. So I was happy, but I was hungover. I'll get out. I can't even believe I rolled out of bed.
Right.
And Ron had to
able to get paid.
I remember that. Your key opened it.
Oh, my key opened it. And oh, my gosh. I was so hungover. I told Shannon, I'm like, I'm not getting out of bed. He goes, you got to use your key. And my key won. And I'm like, don't take a picture of me. I look like crap.
That was when we mailed the keys to people.
Yes.
No more of that.
And I think I was like the third person in line, and my key opened it, and I'm like, okay, now we can go back to bed.
Yeah.
or
That's
hair
what I
of the
would
dog, either one.
Can I tell you a secret on that one?
Uh-oh.
There was multiple keys that opened that thing. Multiple. Because think about it. We had to give out hundreds of keys, right? What if the people didn't show up?
True.
So we had multiple keys that worked in that. So that was
Okay, so
completely.
I wasn't really that lucky.
No, it was lucky you got out of bed because the guy
I was lucky I got out of
probably had
bed.
a key that opened it too.
Yeah, well, a lot of people go to these events. I've been to like 50 of them. You know, my best work is at the bar. Sounds crazy. I network. No, I sit there quietly, believe it or not. And people tell me, well, I made a lot of connections in the bar because everybody wants to talk to you after they had a drink. But what I noticed was, and I'm bad too, we will hang out to the wee hours. I did it with Ron one time. We were calling people 3 a.m. Remember, Ron? We were calling like presidents of organizations. We were just breaking balls. He would get up at 6 o'clock, Ron. I would show up by 12:30. Okay, what happened? So I never would have won that thing.
No, lots of people didn't win. Everybody always complains about the key thing too. They always complain.
Yeah, that was good.
The only guy that doesn't bitch and moan about the key is the guy that the key works. Everybody else is pissed off. You know, I got the key that didn't work, and they always accuse you that there's no key, there's no working key in that jar. And I mean, do they think we're like we're magicians or something? Like, yeah, Ron Sleight of Hand put the working key in right there. Jimmy knows what key it is out of those 25 keys. He reached down in front of the entire crowd and grabbed the right key out.
Ryan, you know what we did at one of these events? We gave out tickets. So everybody would buy a ticket when they came in, or maybe they were free. I don't remember with the convention. And you remember Jeff LaCourse? You remember Jeff? So this is up in Albany, New York. And what happened was about 10 o'clock in the morning, they were doing all the drawings. And he won the I don't know if it was Steel Eagle or Musmatic Surface Machine. They mentioned his name, but the rule was you had to be in the room to win. And they pull out the tickets out of the big jar like you do. And the first winner is Jeff LaCourse. They mentioned his name 3 times. You had to be in that room to win. And Jeff, from what I understand, we all hung out all night long. He finally showed up 20 minutes later. Somebody else already gave it away to someone else. It's the way it goes. You know.
Yeah, you got to be there, right?
You got to be in it to win it. You got to be there.
Giveaway.
Yeah.
You got to be there. Jerry here, he gave away. Let's see. Oh, Jerry over there. He gave away. He's giving away what 4 or 5. You know how many vacuum recovery cleaners he's giving away, Jerry? Lost count.
Half a dozen at least.
At least. You didn't win that one in Florida, though, Trudi. You lost that one.
She won something, though, at least.
She got a diaphragm pump.
I did.
How long did you use it?
We haven't. I can show you it's still in the box, honestly.
Wow.
Well, we don't have a compressor on our trailer, so.
Well, that's at least it's good. I mean, now you can sell it. You can sell a 12-year-old diaphragm pump that's brand new.
I know, we could.
It's probably built better.
It probably is.
Ron, we'll get her in New Jersey, Atlantic City. She can give it away.
Oh, there we go.
That is funny.
$10 a person to enter that contest.
It wouldn't be the first gift that was recycled, right?
I know, regifting.
Deny it till you die. Admit to nothing.
Well, I can say on giveaways, out of the hundreds, man, there's been hundreds of giveaways. I really only think that like one time, I can think of one time a guy didn't win a major prize that shouldn't have deserved to win it. Every other time, it's been some poor guy that had a busted down machine. He was on his last leg. And then you talk about one in Kentucky.
Michael Priestley.
No, Rob won it. Rob, what's his face, ex-PWA president, and he gave it to the guy that was critically injured in an accident. And he gave it to that guy. I mean, you can't.
I know who that guy is.
You can't even write these things. You know what I mean?
That guy wrote the Bible with Allison Heston, the $99 Bible.
He wrote the pressure washing Bible,
Yeah, he lost everything and no insurance.
Because Joe Biden is wearing off on us.
I don't admit to nothing.
Right.
Hey, Jerry, speaking, we have Jerry on here. I was looking at your vacuum setups because I may be buying something or doing something soon. What is the strongest CFM vacuum you sell? I saw you sell a 35 Vanguard of 550 CFMs. What do you go bigger than that?
The biggest that we've built was a 65 horsepower diesel for 1200 CFMs.
How many?
So how long hose do you want to suck a bowling ball through?
Yeah. I'm looking at buying something. I may want around 750 CFMs. How many was that CFMs on that diesel? How many?
That big diesel was 1200, I think it was.
Oh my God. Wow. I don't know how to make them that strong.
We specialize in custom systems. Right. Everything's a variation of what we've done before. So,
what kind of blower was that? Was that a Roots blower? What kind of blower?
We use Suterbilt. We used Tuthill for a while, which is a copy of the Suterbilt, just as good.
Right.
And that was only because Suterbilt couldn't deliver. For some reason, my customers want me to deliver, so my suppliers have to deliver.
Okay.
And then they screwed up their manufacturing facility by letting one of their two machines go down, and they didn't feel like they should fix it. So we went to back to Suterbilt, and we've been selling Suterbilts ever since.
Now, I don't know if you want to answer this question, but what does a 1200 CFM blower cost? It's got to be a lot of money.
They are expensive.
Like 10 grand?
I think the blower, just the blower by itself, is about $4,000 for $4,500, something like that. Just for the blower itself.
Right.
But whatever.
That's a lot of CFMs. That's got to be able to pull up a bowling ball, no problem. That's a strong Ron, if you took a vacuum with about 750 CFMs, like some people in the industry would probably do this. They take the hose and stick it to the hand. Probably should not do that. Probably pull
Look at that there, Trudi. Your boy that gave a hat to. Look, trying to get the book. Look at that. I shared it with 10 people. Hey guys, really quick, if you share this, Trudi is going to pick one winner, not two. One. She's got 4 more hats to give away and 1 cookbook. Guys, tune in right there and let her know you shared the link, guys. She's watching the notes right now in the chat. If you shared the link, tell her. Who knows, at the end, maybe she'll pick you. $200 value. Do you sell cookbooks, Jerry? You sell them?
I do. I'd go grab one if
you were at the shop. Well, I'm glad you're not at the shop, Jerry. You work too much.
We got ours, Ron. Let's all put us up in one shot. Trudi, you ready?
Yep.
Ron, we all got them.
Ba-ding.
There we go.
I don't have one. This one's getting given away. It's gone.
Well, you know what? You retired. My guys used. I think I've
even got the product.
They're going to get one of these. Ron Musgrave spilled his coffee on it right there. See?
You can wipe it right off. That's great paper in there.
Well, this was an early laminated version. I think this was the one he threw in the pool that didn't stay. It didn't work. Craig, when he laminated this to do the test, threw them in the pool for a few minutes, pulled them out, and see if they would be resistant to the water. This one, I don't think made it.
Ron, look at this, Ron. How many books can you do with 200 pages and do this? I've never seen laminate book this thick.
There is no warranty, John, if you bust that. They're not.
That's all right. We still use it anyway.
So, Jerry, you're coming out to teach the environmental, and basically there's a path to certification, right? You can wind up getting certified through this. There's nothing hokey about this because it's actually free. It's a free event, free training. You get a certificate that says you completed it. That certificate you can take and put towards your certification hours, I think, with lots of different organizations. But, the bottom line is if guys want to come out and get environmentally certified, this is an event to do it at. It's November 13th and 14th, guys. It's free. Jerry will also be participating at Marco Raimondo Wash Mart, which we're going to try to get Trudi and Shane to that as well. Trudi, I know you can't commit to it tonight, but it's February 9th, 10th, and 11th. It's a 3-day event, and Marco's valued it at about $1,800. It's free, guys. Free event. But really, events aren't free. They're not free, right, Trudi? Right, Jerry? How much did the last Jerry? How much did the last free event cost you that you put on environmentally wise? The last free one you put on, and don't hold anything back. What was the value of it? I mean, the rooms don't rent free, right? I mean, the hotel didn't say, Jerry, you're such a nice guy, we're going to give you the ballroom for free. Did they do that?
No, it was an investment. It cost me about $3,000.
$3,000.
So it cost Jerry
to put on
do this event for people. He could have made $50,000.
Well, I mean, the whole idea is obviously, guys, that they do make some money. Obviously, they hope that people will spend a little bit of money and they get some education and they get some obligation and blah blah. Doug is a distributor. He is always trying to win the prizes.
He won a prize on my Tuesdays with Tournament, Benny. It cost him more to send him the gift to Canada than what I gave him.
I know. That's why I said we're sending one hat to Canada. One.
Well, if the hat costs $25, it costs you $35 to send it to us. Just so you know, just saying.
Michael Berry wins the hat.
Michael Berry won a hat. Michael, look, you've got to PM me on Facebook right now. Don't PM me in 3 weeks and go, hey, Ron, I didn't get my hat. You got to PM me now. PM me right now, and we'll see that you can get the hat. It might even go out tonight. You never know.
That's great.
Jerry, you still got closer hats at the shop, or did you give them all out?
I did.
All right.
I got them.
There you go. He's got them. Bring some to Phoenix.
I will.
Does Jerry have any closer shirts yet, Ron?
He doesn't. Jerry doesn't know that I've got one of his shirts.
I thought they were winter shirts.
They were, but I got one of Jerry's shirts, but I didn't wear it tonight. Jerry didn't wear his shirt tonight, which I'm thinking to myself, why did you not wear your shirt tonight?
Only because I left him sitting on the kitchen counter.
Man, and I didn't put your
Yeah,
shirt
we're all
on
getting
tonight.
older.
I didn't put your shirt on tonight, Jerry, because I didn't think you were going to make it.
Here I am.
There he is. You said tonight Jerry's not going to be able to make it. And I was thinking to myself, if anybody can make a show when he could be traveling up in the mountains or something, it would probably be Jerry. And here he is.
Here we go.
Here we go. And how's the weather in California, Jerry? You got a lot of fires still going on?
That's all north of here. We have had some small fires locally in the past months that, were scary close to people we know. And when they were up in Ramona, north of here, when the larger ones were happening a couple months ago, down the street from me here at the airfield was the staging area for the fire departments. So there was hundreds of fire trucks going by my office for about.
Let me ask you a question, Jerry. Are you from California?
I was raised here, but I was born in Missouri.
Okay, so you went to California as a young person, right?
Yep. Been out here all my life.
Fires, don't they happen like forever? The fires.
Yep.
I remember when I was growing up. I'm a New Yorker, and I remember reading about these stories years ago. Is this more of a new thing now, or?
It wasn't that big a thing until it became a thing to go out and light a fire. I mean, it's arson that causes most fires, and then G&E, of course. A down high winds knocking down power lines because they're
which they should put those on the ground.
That causes some fires, and they don't take responsibility for it.
Right.
But there I go getting political.
Well, I know. My daughter's doing her master's degree and then PhD in Colorado, in Denver, and she's living there now with her boyfriend. Have a nice place, but they got fires over there too. And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, I like, who could figure stuff out? I remember getting a lot of snow when I was a kid. Who knows? I don't know.
Hey, no politics.
Right.
Ron. Hey, Ron, he was brought up 40 minutes from my house, and I tell you, he's a pistol. I tell you right now, he is a pistol. But I get into politics. He says crazy stuff. Like me and Ron talk at the bar. We say some crazy stuff. So, Jerry, how's your business doing through the whole
Kendrick
COVID?
Barnes is begging there. Look at that. I need that cookbook. I didn't know if
Share
he
it.
shared. If he's listening, he's got to tell Trudi he shared. So far, there's only been 2 guys that said they shared the feed. Let's see. I
What
can't.
if he did? He can call you up and win a book? He says, I'll give you a call.
No, they don't have to call. They just got this guy here. I don't know if he's going to ever write a testimonial, but he got some pretty good sized contracts off some advice that I gave him, and he calls me up. I don't know if he got this next deal that he got, but a lot of guys call me up, and this is true. This is a factual thing. I think maybe Trudi early on even might recall this story. They always call me up, and they're always too low. And I always tell them to raise up the prices. And they go, wow, you're not going to get it for that. And I said, yeah, you will. Raise it up. And they wind up getting it. And then they're amazed and perplexed that there were other guys lower than them that got the bid, but they literally doubled their prices, and they wound up getting it. And Florida is no excuse, guys. These guys that all complain and moan, it's the customer. If you're not looking for that type of customer, and that's the reality. They're everywhere. The $99 customers there's more $99 customers than there are $99 guys, and that's really the reality. Isn't that true, Gary?
Right. Let me add to that for a second.
Don't they? They're shopping.
Right.
And then there are people that will pay for good equipment. There are people that pay for good service.
Right on.
Ron, you know what people don't. I never give out my pricing because I live in one of the most expensive tax areas in the country. So what I can get here on Long Island is not the same what you're going to get in Missouri. But you can be on a higher end in Missouri, which would be a lower end here. But you really got to sell yourself to your customer. You don't want to get the $99 customer. There's enough people to get that person. Over by me, where I live. Look, I pay $12,000 a year for a third of an acre property up here on the North Shore. Probably down by Trudi, the Panhandle, you probably got an acre. I don't know. How much land do you have, Trudi? You live on?
I have almost 3 acres.
Let me ask you just on the taxes. Can you answer that question? What taxes you pay on that? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I actually stole this property. We lucked out. This lady was a widower, and she didn't want 3 acres. This area is just growing. She didn't want it demolished by having a trailer park put in it. Her husband passed away here with a heart attack because he was a home builder, and he passed away after the housing market went down. And he had like 200 employees. He couldn't feed them. He couldn't pay them. He couldn't do anything. So he passed away, and she kept on, and she could not maintain this property. So she wanted somebody that would take care of it and not, just chop it up. So we got 3 acres with our shop, the house, another outbuilding, and a pole barn for under $200,000, which is insane.
That's insane. Ron, you know Tom Vogel, right? ACR Products. He's got 50,000 square feet of shop space in eastern Pennsylvania. 10 acres, beautiful land.
I don't work for you, John. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, listen to you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember Tom Vogel.
Yeah, you were there. Across the street from him is rolling green grass property, right? He pays. I was in his place in January. It was guys with 10 or more years. He had an event for that, right? So of course I'm going to be at 25 years on. He pays less than I do for the 50,000 square feet shop, beautiful house, and 10 acres compared to what I pay on a third of an acre. So prices are different. But Ron's right. You should charge what you think you're worth, and don't be the lowball guy. You want to charge the most you can, but you got to be careful. So I always talk about competitive pricing. I talk about that in my classes. I go against S&P Park with 26,000 employees. So I compete with people that you can't believe, but you can sell yourself on what you do in your company, and you could charge more and actually win jobs. And I won a few jobs like that. So every area is different, though, Ron. You know that, Trudi.
Always do a demonstration. Do a demonstration.
Oh, yeah. Talk about that.
Show them your equipment. Just demonstrate what you can do and what equipment.
Demos work.
Every time.
Wow. Wonder who's been saying, hey, look at this guy, Aaron. He shared it, and so did Pete Pete shared it also. Powerhouse Pete. We're not even going to call him Pete anymore.
I know.
Powerhouse Pete.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know his name.
Aaron Carter, man, look at this one. He really wants this one bad, man. He's like the taxi cab driver. You get in the cab and there's like 19 kids on the dash, with the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? And they're all his orphans that he, you know what I mean? But he's like recently laid off from my full-time job. Hey, if that's true, Aaron, we're really sorry about that, but you're in the right place. You'll be able to feed all 4 of those daughters as soon as you crank it up here, man. In this industry, you'll make enough money. Hey, I want to give these guys a plug here. This is Trudi again, guys, from Panhandle Power Wash. If you guys got something residential in Florida or even commercial, I mean, both these people do commercial and residential, but I think Trudy's real specialty is in residential stuff. That's what she's been cleaning for the last 15 years. That's primarily, I would imagine, what they're doing. I mean, they can handle your commercial needs too, but then you go all the way over to the end here, and this guy out here, Jerry from Scirocco Bulldog, pressurewasher.net, he can handle this guy builds like the hot rod machines, the big stuff. If he can handle the small stuff too, but if you need something specialty and you want a garage cleaning unit, he's coming out to the garage cleaning event. You guys, talk to Jerry in advance. I mean, if you're thinking about getting something, you got about 3 weeks. He'll have something at the event that you can look at and then figure out. But everything he builds is custom. It's custom stuff, guys. He's the guy out there, and he looks like the Orange County Chopper guys on top of it, right? I mean, that's what they all the time, right, Jerry?
All his machinery is the right color.
Do they call you Paul sometimes or not? Do they ever Paul?
Well, we're certainly capable of building custom systems. We're pretty good at standardized systems.
I was going to say that.
It's a variation on the same theme. I mean, I only stock about 20 frames, and I can build 200 different combinations. So we've got a very standardized method of building machines, and the way we make them abusable is the same way we do any upgrade in the service department. So I can.
Ron, let me ask Jerry something.
That's a girl, Trudi. You can tell, right? Hey, Trudi, go girl. That's a girl.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Doug is our first Canadian that popped up.
But I don't know if she shared it. She didn't say that she shared it. Miss McKenna there. I don't know if she.
Wait, how do you know that's a girl? Because that person friends me all the time.
It's a girl. You can see, hey, Trudi, go girl.
Let me get back to Jerry for a second.
No guy there. Hey, go girl. Come on. Come on.
You better hope so. It's probably a 6'8" dude.
Unless he's from Frisco or something. I mean, whoa, did I say that?
I look like that. You go, girl. Hey, Brian, let's go back to Jerry for 1 second. Me and Ron are going to do a show in the future called The Who's Who in Power Washing. Trudi told us about herself. Jerry, tell us how you started. Like, what got you into this field? How old were you when you started, and what got you to go along the way you did?
Well, I have an unusual combination of experience leading up to getting into the industry. I've been playing with electrical stuff since I was 12. I've been fixing small engines and stuff like that since I was like 10. I've had my hands on mechanical stuff since I was 8.
Wow.
But my formal education is electrical engineering. And when I got into this business, I was actually hired to expand a service center. So, then when I got into the business, I found that the person that I was working for didn't really understand the equipment at all. And long story short, I started my own thing about a year later, and I immediately was yanked by the shirt into being a technical guy because I was making machines more reliable. I was explaining to people why their machines were failing because I understand machinery. I've been working on mechanical things since I was little, Making machinery reliable is not a rocket science. It's a lot of finesse. It's understanding how things fail. I mean, in order to know how to make something reliable, you're going to have to understand failure. And that's exactly what I was trained for when I was very young. So it's easy for me to make a machine more reliable by simply adding the beef that we know eliminates potential failure. Go figure.
So how many years ago was that when you went off on your own?
35 years ago.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You said it earlier.
86.
So you started your company basically 35 years ago.
Yes.
Wow. God, that's got to be a lot of knowledge there, Ron. He's been around as long as you have.
Well,
Ron's going to tell you he's been around since '84. Though Ron always got to beat everybody, you know.
well, here's the detail that probably makes the biggest difference.
Right.
I'm a relentless troubleshooter. I'm totally addicted to the machines. Okay. So instead of focusing on being a better business manager, shame on me, I've been addicted to making sure that what the customer was getting was better reliability, whether that's in the service department or whether that's manufacturing.
Right.
I relentlessly want to make things more reliable. So they can't keep me out of the service department. I train the guys, and that's continuous training. I mean, I just trained a Kohler representative from a master distributor of Kohler engines how to make the key switches more reliable. And he's been in the business as long as I have. He just didn't know what the failures were happening in the field. I bring light to even a guy that's had his head on the other side of the fence for all these years. My experience is very unusual. Building custom systems and coaching people on this every day, alongside of being involved in the service center and answering all y'all's phone questions on how to eliminate downtime and on how to make things beefier and more reliable. I do this many times a day for the past 35 years.
You know, I know you're passionate. Bob Schmidt. I talked to him on the phone yesterday. We were talking vacuums, and we were talking about you. And Bob can't say enough great things about you. But I want to ask you one question, then I'll go back to Ron.
Sure.
How confident and how comfortable are you with closed circuit systems, closed loop systems? Because when I had a big one here, $100,000 one, you know, we would get like sand and stuff coming through and would jam up the surface machines. So are you confident with closed loop systems to really keep going and going and going?
I can explain to you why working systems work and why non-working systems fail. I've been through every step of this equation. And I always say one of the nicest things about filtration systems is you can always add another step in the process. If a pump in a particular position is overflowing the tank, then why is it overflowing the tank? Is it because there's a filter that's plugged? If you need more dirt load capacity, add another filter of that size. If you're overloading a finer filter and just need to add another step in between, then add another filter in between. You can always add more steps in a filtration process.
Right, but how many microns do you have to go down to the closed loop system? You could keep, let's say, 200 gallons of water. You want to clean a parking garage. How far down do you have to get those microns?
I'm glad you asked, because that's one of the most important pieces in the equation. And I'm going to piss off a couple of other manufacturers right now.
Knock yourself out.
I tell you that you can choose like this, okay? If we go to 5 microns, then you've got to go to elements that have to be thrown away every few hours of use. Do you want to stop in the middle of the job and babysit elements that have to be thrown away? Oh yeah, you're buying new elements every couple hours if that's what it takes, okay? Or do you want to sacrifice an unloader once a month? You want to throw away an unloader for $89.50 once a month instead of babysitting $100 worth of filter elements every 4 hours?
Right.
There's your choice, okay? Because what's going to die in the machine is the unloader. It's not the heater. You know, the particulate that goes through is the particulate that won't dissolve. So we're talking about little crystals of sand, let's call it, okay? The hard parts, all right? So what does that damage? It damages the valves, okay? The critical valve is the pressure valve in the unloader. The less critical are the actual check valves in the pump. So let's say your check valves in the pump last 3 years instead of 4 years, or 18 months instead of a full 2 years. Big deal. Throw away a set of check valves.
Yeah.
Or you can babysit filters every 4 hours. Choose your battles, baby.
You know what? Let me ask you one more question. I don't want to get technical here, but when you teach that class in Phoenix, are you going to go over closed loop systems and stuff like that?
I will.
I'm going to that class. What time is that? It's not 8 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, that one is.
Is it? No, it's not.
Yes, 7:45, man. Red Mountain Room.
What day is that? Friday?
Thursday. Friday.
Thursday. No. Well, it's Friday, right?
Friday.
All right, I'm gonna have to go.
Yep.
That's a lot of knowledge right there.
You're gonna be tired, John.
Yeah, I don't get into Thursday night.
Did you hear that? You heard that timer, right?
Oh, we're getting close. Oh, we're past.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Jason Kemker just won one of your hats.
You know what? Tell him to PM me, and I'll get a hat out to him Saturday because we got a lot. What's today? Thursday?
All right, Jason.
No, Wednesday.
PM
Right by
John.
Saturday, I'll get it out.
Hey, Trudi, can you see all these guys that shared? Because you're getting.
I am looking.
You're coming
And did
down.
you know,
You're coming
Doug?
down soon to pick somebody. You
Yes.
got 2 more hats, right?
Okay. Well, Doug Latimer is Canadian. Didn't you say the first Canadian guy?
Doug gets everything.
Has a hat.
Oh, Doug, come
He
on.
has a hat. Okay,
Make
come on,
Doug
Doug.
come to Phoenix to get that hat.
Come on,
Just saying.
Doug.
That's going to cost you
I think Chris
$35.
Ard should get one because he said I'm awesome.
You're gonna give who one?
Chris Ard.
Chris Ard. He's in New York City, right there by you, John. I mean, I'll have to send you a case of these. Chris Ard.
I got a lot of contractors in New
Chris Ard,
York.
PM me, Chris Ard, because you got to get your hat that way. So PM me right now, and who knows, that thing might go out tonight, guys. Just make sure you PM me.
Ron, Pete Scarpanetti, if you're on here, hit me up on a PM. I'll get you a hat too.
Powerhouse Pete.
Powerhouse Pete.
Calling him Pete Scarpanetti.
I know.
Nobody can pronounce
I know.
that
Hey,
damn
listen.
thing anyway.
Us Italians, we take care of each other. Just saying. I'm Sicilian, by the way, just so you know, but don't mean anything.
I'm English.
Yeah, you came. So you came to America. How old?
I was 10. Both parents 100% English. Raised in
You lost
Oregon.
all your accent, all of
I
it.
did.
Can you talk with the accent still?
I
Boy,
did.
right.
When
That's
I
started
don't think
my
John's
family-
Italian because he don't make gravy.
Oh, it doesn't make gravy.
He don't make gravy.
Is it gravy or a sauce?
Gravy.
It depends on what it is.
Gravy.
Depends who you talk to. What side of Italy are you from?
It's gravy.
South side Chicago, the Italians there say gravy.
All right, are we waiting to the end to give away the book, or are we doing it
If
whenever?
you feel compelled to give the book away, as soon as you give that book away, that number that says 90 will go to 3.
I don't have a lot of people
Just give it
being
away.
nice to me.
Give it away. Give it away. Just do it if you want. Here it goes. Drum. Wait a minute.
Well,
Drum roll. Hold on.
we got one hat, and how many of John's hat
You
left?
got one hat.
And John has how many? You don't know?
100. I don't know.
John said he had hats to give away.
Judy likes giving shit away.
I'm just giving all your stuff away. I'm not giving my stuff away. Let's see. Jeff Mays can have one of John's hats.
Okay. Jeff Mays, I think, has one of my hats, but if you don't,
Okay, well, darn
yeah,
it.
me, Jeff.
I need a memo before this.
All right. And you got 2 of my hats coming, Trudy.
All right.
Jack Garrett trying to be funny. He's trying to win. He's trying to win your stuff.
All right. So we are gonna give. Let's see. I'm seeing who shared.
Who are you giving this as the cookbook? This is it?
No, this is Dakota is gonna get a hat.
A hat, Dakota. Contact
Chris,
me
yes.
for a hat, Dakota.
Closer hat, right?
Yep.
Closer hat.
He's out of. You're out of closer hats. We're out of them.
Out of closer hats.
Out of
A
closer
few
hats.
more of these. You want to give a few more of these away? I don't care.
2 more. Okay, let me see who's on here. Who doesn't have one?
I don't know.
Just say the next
right.
person that wants one gets it. If there's somebody in there that says,
All right.
say, I want a John Tornabene garage cleaning hat. That's what they're going to say. I want it. They're going to spell all that out. Let's see how fast they are.
I got 10
Okay,
left.
Greg Townsend wants a Panhandle Power Wash hat. I've got to get some made.
Hey, send me one of your hats, Trudy.
I have to make them. I will get them made.
Bring it to Phoenix. And I'll give you one of my Phoenix hats.
All right. We'll work on that.
Trudy's great. Trudy Blue Eyes.
Francine entered the contest. Did you see that? Francine, I guess, shared. She wants the book. Francine wants the book.
We got almost 50 people still on. It's amazing.
Not really.
They go up and down. I think we keep doing the show. We'll probably get 300-400
people. They came here to see you, John.
Yes.
No,
Hey, Jerry, John,
that's not true. That is not true. They didn't come to see you, me, or Jerry.
Jerry, give us a closing there, Jerry.
Let's Jerry and Trudy.
Let's let Jerry give a closing. We'll get him out of here. Then Trudy will pick the book, and we'll close this thing up. Jerry, what you want to say?
I appreciate the support that I get from the community. I enjoy doing business with contract cleaners. I like to help people. Hey, call me when you got questions, especially before you buy equipment, so I can explain the difference in what we do and why we do it. I'm addicted to the machines. You might as well give me something productive to do.
That's awesome, man. Thanks for coming on tonight, Jerry. We appreciate it. Jerry
McDonald, see you in Phoenix.
PressureWasher.net, guys. Scirocco Vacuums, Bulldog Pressure Wash. Thanks a lot, Jerry. We appreciate you.
Cool stuff.
All right. Pete wants one of your hats, John.
Pete, Pete. Yeah, I talked to Pete.
Okay.
Pete, hit me up on a PM. What's your address?
He's still begging me. All right. Let me find who. There's a lot of posts to go through here. A lot of comments.
I know. And you know what? You don't got to tell us that you thought their name was cute. And that's why you don't have to give us the reason. Just pick one.
If you don't do it now, Trudy.
Kendrick Barnes just won the cookbook.
Hey.
Kendrick Barnes. Hey, make sure Kendrick, message me right now, Kendrick. Message me right now. And then we'll get this thing out to you, man. Good choice. Now, why did you choose Kendrick? I got to know.
I don't know. I just kept scrolling, and his little post just kept popping up every time.
Boom.
It was drawn to me.
Maybe that's the rookie of the year gets the book. He's right. He's
a rookie. Congratulations.
Yeah. Ron, she didn't pick out somebody tonight. She wakes up tomorrow with 150 more posts.
All right, Judy. We appreciate you coming on tonight. What do you want to tell everybody out there? What do you want to tell them?
Just get trained, get educated, and get some experience. Just do it. That is.
When's Panhandle going to have an event? Did you and Shane talk about it?
We are. I should turn this camera around. You should see this mess we've got. We just had.
She had an event.
We had shelves delivered. We've got stuff everywhere. Let's see if you can see all this mess over here. You see all that mess? It is a mess. So
it's big enough to have an event, though.
As soon as we get this mess cleaned up, I'm not going to have an event in a messy warehouse.
So you had an event.
So you haven't talked about it
a month ago.
We did have a Shore Bond event, and that was just local guys, pretty much. It was just last minute. And but we're going to do a big event as soon as we get all this situated.
Ron, 2021, get her on the list.
We'll know she's on the list. That's why I'm trying to get her to commit. She won't tell me.
Well, we'll get with you with the dates. Let's get with each other on the dates. I don't want to piggyback anybody else. So,
how about just a time frame? Like winter, spring, summer, fall.
Yeah, let's do toward winter.
Oh, okay, so like next.
It's hot and humid. We don't want to, scare people.
Like next November or something right there.
Yeah,
we'll do it. We'll do it, man. We'll do it. Hey, Trudy, we appreciate you coming out, guys.
Thanks, Trudy.
Power Wash, guys. Her website is all over right here. You guys can see it right there. There's
my co-admin.
She stole the billing tonight. Joined garage cleaning, John Tornabene's garage cleaning group. You guys will post the link in here. get joined tonight. Awesome stuff. John, we want to mention, is doing a garage cleaning thing. We're going to talk about that in a bit. We appreciate you coming out, Trudi. We really do. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
Trudi,
you.
great talking to you.
Well, John, we completed another show in exactly 1 hour, John. We made it. It was unbelievable. I didn't think I was going to get you off of it in an hour, but we're going to just squeak in just a little bit over an hour.
I know. You get you and me started, we can go for 4 or 5 hours. You know
it does, man. We get going and it gets going. Hey, man, it was an excellent show tonight. I had a lot of energy. You know what I mean? Jerry got on. A lot of guys got to meet Jerry. They get to know. Right. Obviously, they know Panhandle now. You know, Panhandle got some great stuff. Shane and Trudi, man, they've been power washing together for years. She told you that story. I mean, the 2008 bubble got everybody. You know, they started their deal. They started a power washing company that's thriving in a down economy, John, and plowed all the way through it, man. Well, does that tell anybody about power washing and cleaning, exterior cleaning services, man? It's just,
we can make money at.
It's absolutely crazy and insane. You know what I mean?
It is.
So, you know, that was the boss they're calling, John. That means that we're about ready to end. But we got to tell them this: garage cleaning class is a paid class,
right? And
it's on.
It's on November 14th at 1 o'clock. I got Steel Eagle tonight. Gave us another tremendous discount. I can't show the bottom what it is because there's a code in here. And I work with vendors all the time because I deal with these vendors. We buy products from them. Great discount for my vendies. It's exclusive to them. I got about 10 or 11 other ones, thousands of dollars of savings. But most importantly here is, I think I have 36 people in the class. I think Craig told me, let's keep it about 30. We can go a little bigger now, so we're going to go like to 40, 45 at most. Everyone's getting a custom mask for my garage class made out to the parking garage class. They're all getting custom hats. But the most important thing here, people, is I've been doing this for 25 years. I've been cleaning garages since 2007. We're very good at it. We clean 2 million square feet of garages a month with the sweeper. We do about 15 garages a year. We power wash them. We do the stairwells 3 times a year. So we have a really good small type company. And I give out what I learned going to 50 events over the years. Ron's probably did about 500 events, but I've been to like 50. And listen, knowledge, education is always going to be key. It's not talking bullshit like people do on the internet. It's people that actually really know what they're talking about. And I'm very excited to have a special guest in my class. And it's the king of commercial sales, which is Ron Musgraves. And I know that from Pat Claw. I knew Ron for a lot of years. And then after that, me and Ron, 2021, going to blow things up. But until we get there, I don't know how much longer I'm going to teach my class. I may do one more in Houston. I'd rather be behind the scenes and doing events and stuff like that. But this class at Craig Harris's event is definitely a class to go to. If you don't even go to my garage class, you got to get to the F9 event because you can make a lot of money with his products. We use the F9 Rust Bark all the time, and there's the other ones. And, who knows what the future holds, but
it's going to be sold out, John. That's all I know. Sold out. He's
got 140 people. He was only supposed to have 100 people coming to his. That's where the max is. Well, we got a big room, the same room, Ron, as you know, as Donald Trump Jr. spoke on 2 weeks ago.
140 guys registered in over 91 companies right now. This isn't even a small event anymore. It's ridiculous. It's a
that's bigger than some conventions. I'm just telling you guys that. And I've been to a lot of conventions, and we are at the pandemic and stuff, but nevertheless, we follow protocol as Craig and Ron does. We keep everything safe, and you know what? We don't want to stop. We want to keep everything going. And keep everybody making money, keep everybody happy, but we're going to be smart about it. And that's the way it is.
That's it. That's a wrap. Great show, John.
Same, Ron.
You, man. See you next week. What time?
Next week, 8 o'clock, Wednesday night, same time. And next Wednesday, we're not going to go into politics, but the world could be different by then. But we'll still, me and Ron, no matter how the world turns, How the Globe Turns. You're going to see me and Ron here 8 o'clock next Wednesday, 8
8
p.m.
o'clock
Eastern.
next Wednesday. We don't care what happens. If there's riots going on outside,
Nobody
we're doing
stops
the
us.
show. See you guys then, man. Appreciate everybody for coming out, man. Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute, John Tornabene, Garage Cleaning Class. We are out.